Before we dive in and start developing our speeches, it's important that we understand what the goal of the speech actually is. See, communication is usually goal-driven, which just means we're trying to accomplish something with the interaction. And in the context of our speeches, we are going to define the goal of the speech using three concepts: the general purpose, the specific purpose, and the thesis. Our general purpose is going to be determined by the type of speech that we are giving. If I'm giving an informative speech, my general purpose is just to inform. If I'm giving a persuasive speech, then my general purpose is to persuade. And if I'm not giving either one of these kinds of speeches, it's likely that my general purpose is going to be to entertain. We can't really get more general than that. When it comes to our specific purpose is going to be crafted by combining our general purpose with the audience with our topic. So I'll give you an example. If I was giving a persuasive speech, meaning my general purpose would be to persuade, and my topic was that dogs are better than cats, my specific purpose might read like this: to persuade my audience that dogs are better than cats. Pretty simple, right? General purpose plus the audience plus the topic. Awesome. How do we get our thesis? Well, you're going to get your thesis in one of two ways. You're either going to combine your specific purpose with your main points, or you're going to combine your general purpose plus your audience plus your three main points. And I'll give you an example of each. All right, so continuing on with that same topic that I used for the previous example. All right, my thesis might read like this: to persuade my audience that dogs are better than cats due to dogs being more loyal than cats, due to dogs being more affectionate than cats, and finally, due to dogs being more trainable than cats. All right, there's our thesis statement. So that was my specific purpose plus my three main points. So it's possible that you actually will have a topic that once you have your specific purpose, it gets kind of awkward and weird to actually tack on your three main points. And so that's when you're actually going to use your general purpose plus the audience plus your three main points. And I'll give you an example of that. So if I'm giving an informative speech, so my general purpose is to inform, and the topic is performing basic Olympic lifts with good form, right? So my specific purpose might read: to inform my audience of the proper way to perform basic Olympic lifts. Awesome. But it gets a little awkward to add our three main points on after that. And so maybe our thesis might read like this: to inform my audience of the proper way to back squat, the proper way to bench press, and the proper way to deadlift. All right, in that instance, we didn't actually use the specific purpose and tack on our three main points. We just used the general purpose plus the audience plus the three main points. You can use either one of these structures to form your thesis statement. So that's how you're actually going to form your purpose statements. This information will be pretty valuable when you're actually filling out your speech outline.